This lecture is about opportunities on campus beyond just going to class and finishing your coursework. So we'll talk about some university opportunities first, and then we'll talk specifically about departmental opportunities. So the first kinds of opportunities that I'd like to talk about are related to class success. So we'll talk about these first. They're more at the university level, and then we'll talk about opportunities to be involved on campus and in the department beyond just your coursework. But let's start with things that are related to class success, because the university has many resources that can help you to be successful in both your courses and in earning your degree. I would strongly encourage you to use the writing centers on campus. There are two. So there's a writing center through the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. So the Department of Child Development, we are under the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. So this is a writing center specifically for students majoring in a social science type degree. So child development is considered to be a social science type degree. So this writing center is specifically for students in our degree and other degree programs within the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. So they can be very helpful in making sure that the paper that you're going to turn in for class is a good representation for what a paper should look like in our college. They're also very familiar with APA, which is the reference citation system that we use. So in our college, we do not use MLA, we use APA, and they're very familiar with that and can help you make sure that your paper's in good shape. The university also has a writing center, so they can review essays. They can definitely help with grammar and making sure your citations are correct and that what you have written makes sense. They can help you write an email if you're concerned about that. So they can look over various kinds of writing samples that you might produce. A lot of times, writing is not maybe everybody's strong suit. So if writing is something that you struggle a little bit with, this is a great resource, a great opportunity to have everything that you turn in to a professor get passed through the writing center first to make sure that what you turn in is the best that it can be. Another resource on campus that can be very helpful is the Statistics Center. So the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences has a center designed to help you with your statistics courses and with any research projects that you might be involved in. They also offer workshops related to statistics. So all child development majors have to take a statistics class. You're required to take CD 2210. In fact, you cannot move from being a pre-major to a full CD major until you complete this course with a C or better. So if statistics is something that you struggle with or you find that you're struggling while you're in class, please seek out help from the Statistics Center so that you can stay on track and do as well as you can in that class. Also, if you are in the honors program, which I'll talk more about in a few slides, you can also use the Statistics Center to help you with anything that you're doing for that honors project or any other research that you might be involved in. Really encourage you to both look at the Student Success Center website and drop by their office. They're in the Social and Behavioral Sciences building right when you get off the elevator on the 3rd floor in room 302B. Their website has lots of great stuff. There's all kinds of tutorials about how to make an advising appointment, how to submit a permission request. So all those nuts and bolts of things that you need to effectively enroll and stay on track with getting the courses that you need. Those tutorials are all right there on the homepage for the Student Success Center. So a great resource to bookmark when you're looking for a quick one-stop shop about how to do academic advising related things. But I would also encourage you to drop by. One, it's just a very nice space to hang out. But two, the director, Stephanie Loera, is extremely knowledgeable, particularly about our major. She used to be our designated academic advisor on campus, and she's so good they moved her over to the Student Success Center. So she's actually a great resource just to pop by and ask her questions or chat with her about how the university works. If there are services that you might be interested in, she really knows the campus well and can help you to not only get information that's important to child development, but about the university in general. The library is a very important part of being a college student. You're absolutely going to be required to write papers that require you to have done some research and include different kinds of research articles. So you want to make sure that you are ready to go and can use the library effectively. So I would encourage you to take a look at the library website. They have all kinds of online guides. They have workshops. You can meet with a librarian. So the library has staff that are ready, willing, and able to help you to be able to use the library effectively, to know how to conduct a search for the kind of information that you need for class assignments and papers. So it's really a good idea to look into those things early before you have to write a paper so that you're ready to go and you know how to find the resources that you need. USB has a very active career center, and they encourage students to use their services throughout their entire time at CSUSB. So this might be something that you think, oh, I need to wait until I'm about to graduate and I'm looking for a job, but this is something that you should be doing all throughout your time at Cal State University San Bernardino. So this career center can help you find jobs relevant to your field while you're here as a student. It can help you think about professional careers after you graduate. But there's all kinds of good stuff going on that helps you to build those skills slowly across time so that you're not having to scramble at the end right before graduation. So they have workshops, resume workshops, mock interviews, all kinds of career building skills. They have a closet that has both hygiene items and professional attire that is completely free for students. They can offer 4-year career planning and advice. They're hooked up to different jobs on campus and in the community, and you can also do drop-in advice. So a really great service that I would recommend that you take advantage of all along your time here and not just wait until the very end. The Career Center is also something that you will hear more about when you take the Advanced Practicum 5575. Those classes help you to use the Career Center as well. So finally, I wanted to talk about mental health services on campus. So I do want to note that I have not given you an exhaustive list of resources available to you on campus to help make both your course success go better, but I tried to pick some that I thought were really important to get to know early on, and mental health services is definitely one of them. Unfortunately, a lot of college students struggle with anxiety and depression in particular. So you can see on this slide I've referenced a study from 2021, which found that 34% of college students struggle with anxiety disorder and 41% with depression. So this is not an abnormal thing for college students to experience. If you're experiencing these kinds of issues yourself, there's absolutely no shame in that because many of us do, and it's not uncommon at all. The thing to remember is that that can interfere with your daily life, but it can also interfere with your college success. So oftentimes when students are experiencing anxiety or depression or other mental health kinds of issues, it may be hard to come to class, to get assignments completed, and ultimately might interfere with being able to successfully complete your degree. So we really want to make sure that we can help as a university, a college, a department, and do whatever we can to keep you healthy and keep your well-being in a good place. So the university does offer counseling and psychological services. They are free of charge. So if you go to the website, if you go to the CAPS website, you can make an appointment, you can meet with a counselor. They have all kinds of services available. I would also highly encourage you to talk with any of your faculty in any of your classes. Many of us have taken mental health first aid training, and we can help to hook you up with resources. We can walk you over to CAPS if you need to make an appointment and are uncomfortable doing so yourself. So please don't hesitate to reach out. I promise you that faculty in our department and folks across the university really are invested in your health and well-being, and we'll do our very best to get you services that can make things better.
This is an addendum to my first audio recording over on the left-hand side of the screen. I also wanted to note that there is something on campus called the CARE team. So in addition to CAPS being able to access counseling and psychological services, you can also access the CARE team. So the CARE team can get you hooked up with those same mental health services, but can also help to get you hooked up with other services that you might need as well, things that might be contributing to anxiety and depression. So CARE is a broader service venue than CAPS is, and the CARE team can help you to find counseling and psychological services. They can refer you to appropriate academic services if you're struggling in your classes. They can also get you in the pipeline to get just tangible items that you might need. So they can provide housing support. They can provide support for obtaining food because unfortunately a lot of college students go hungry. So the CARE team is a wonderful resource on our campus, and you can either ask a faculty member to refer you. You can refer yourself. Sometimes you might have a conversation with a faculty member about how things are going, things that you're struggling with, and that faculty member can also say, hey, you know, we have the CARE team on campus. Would it be okay if I referred you to their services? So there's a variety of ways that you can get hooked up with the CARE team. But I have put their link here in case that's something that you might be interested in and you'd like to do a self-referral, or if you'd like a faculty member to do that for you, please let any one of the faculty in the Child Development Department know, and we will be happy to create a referral for you.
In addition to taking advantage of resources available through the college and the university that can help with your coursework and help you to successfully complete your degree, I would also encourage you to get involved outside of your classes. So there's a lot that goes on a university campus. There's all kinds of fun things. There's things that there's clubs, and there's opportunities to be engaged in different projects that are going on, and it really does make for a better, more fun, more enriched college experience. So you can see that I've listed here that when you do things outside of just going to class and completing a course, it makes you more marketable for graduate school and for job opportunities. When you graduate, it can help you to figure out what you're interested in and what your goals are. So the more things that you get involved with, the more likely you are to figure out what you like and what you don't like, and help make sure that you are taking the right course and completing the right degree and pursuing the right career at the end of the day. It also helps to get you involved with the faculty in our department and across campus, and that is useful for a variety of reasons. One, that faculty member might tell you about opportunities, even more opportunities that are available for you to be engaged in, or they may get to know you better, and then at some point when you need to ask for a letter of recommendation, they know more about you and it's easier to write you a favorable letter that really talks about you personally. And it also just makes college more fun. College can be a great time. There's lots of fun things to do, and the more engaged you are and the more people you meet, the more you will look back on your time in college fondly. So there are all kinds of things going on at the university level. I would encourage you to take a look at the website that I've included on this page, the CSUSB Student Engagement website. It can link you up to all kinds of things across campus, and I'm sure there's a million things that I don't even know exist, but might be interesting to you to get involved with. What I can tell you more about is the things that we have in our department, so in the Department of Child Development, and that's what I'm going to cover in the remaining slides. One thing that you might be interested in the department is we do have an honors program. So this is an opportunity to do research with a faculty member in our department, And as you saw on one of our previous lectures, our faculty are highly involved and almost all have some sort of research program that they are working on. So this is an opportunity to work in a research lab with one of our faculty and to get that kind of research experience. This is great training for graduate school. Again, it's a wonderful way to work more closely with a faculty member, have that person be your mentor. So if you are interested in the honors program, you definitely should take a look at our website and our information about that program. We do have requirements for GPA, so this is a program for students who are doing well in their coursework, because this is additional kind of course material and involvement, so we want to make sure that you're ready for that kind of experience. But if you do qualify for the honors program and you do decide to apply, you would take a course each semester of your junior and your senior year with our honors program instructor, and she tells you all about research and professional development kinds of things. So all kinds of things that you would learn in that seminar. And in addition to that, you'll work for the year in a faculty member's research lab and work for them as a research assistant, and they will have you do all kinds of different tasks to help you to learn more about the research experience. Our department has a student club, so we have child development clubs that you can participate in at both the San Bernardino and Palm Desert campuses. So if you're here on the SB campus, you can reach out to Stacy Morris or Monpreet Dillon Brar, and if you're out at the Palm Desert campus, you can reach out to Lisa Looney. And I've included our website for full-time faculty information, so you can find the contact information for each of those faculty members. So if you would like to participate in the club, the CD clubs are designed to really be what students want them to be. So sometimes they may be related to creating service opportunities, so maybe having a fun run that benefits the department, or bringing speakers in to talk with students about different graduate school and career opportunities, whatever it is that students want to do. These are student-led clubs, so the faculty members that I mentioned are faculty advisors, but how the clubs run and what they decide to engage in is completely up to the students who are involved. So I would really encourage you to get involved with the clubs. It's great on your resume. It's great to get connected with other students in the child development department, and can be a lot of fun. Well, this is not a departmental program. We do not have a departmental study abroad program. We're hoping to someday. We've been tossing around some ideas about places and things that we think would be good opportunities specifically for child development students, but that does not mean that you cannot do study abroad. I would encourage you to check out the website on this page. The university has a study abroad program. You are able to create a study abroad experience for yourself, or join in on other study abroad programs. Recently, there was a student in our department who did a study abroad in Mexico and was able to earn, take a course or two there that counted towards her degree. So it is something that we can potentially work out if that's something you're interested in doing. But what a wonderful opportunity to go somewhere different, see a different culture, learn different things as part of your college program.
Scholarships are a great way to help support your time at the university, and I'm very excited to announce that we have 2 scholarships that are specifically for students in child development. So students who are majoring in child development are eligible to apply for these 2 scholarships. The hope is that they will be online by this spring, but it may not be until next fall. But we have 2. There's the Rose and Leo Ricco Child Development Endowed Scholarship Fund, and there's also the El Gaiuni and Lee Child Development Scholarship Fund. So again, I'm not quite sure when these are going to be online. They are brand new as of this last fall, so fall 2022, and sometimes it takes a little while to get things moving and get them in the pipeline. But I would encourage you this spring to take a peek at the financial aid website, which is shown to the right-hand side of this slide. Keep an eye on that website, and then once these 2 scholarships are available, you can apply. Each have specific requirements, so you'll need to, once they're posted and available to apply for, you'll need to check and see what the requirements are and see if you might qualify to apply for those scholarships. But very exciting that this is something new and something just for students in our major.
In the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, we have an Institute for Child Development and Family Relations. So many of the programs that are affiliated with the Institute are spearheaded by faculty in the Department of Child Development. So the Department of Child Development has heavy ties to the ICDFR. Dr. Wong has the BFAST program. Dr. Von Shagen has the Racial Equity program. I spearhead the assessment portion of Quality Start San Bernardino. We also have the Infant Toddler Lab School. So there are many programs that are affiliated with this institute. So you can be involved in research endeavors with faculty, but you can also be involved in the projects that they have going on, either through paid employment or through volunteering. So if research isn't your thing, that's not really where you see yourself and what you want to be doing in terms of extracurricular engagement, maybe working on campus for one of these projects or volunteering would be a better fit for you. So I'm going to give you a couple examples that are near and dear to my own heart. So I am the founder of the Infant Toddler Lab School here at Cal State San Bernardino. I used to be the faculty supervisor, but I have passed those supervision reins to Dr. Von Shagen. But the Infant Toddler Lab School is very dear to my heart, and it is a great place to work. In fact, we have 2 children's programs on campus. We have the Children's Center and we have the Infant Toddler Lab School, and they are always looking for folks in child development who have taken child development courses who might want to work there. So that is one great source of paid employment. Another type of paid employment is the Quality Start San Bernardino project that I was saying I'm involved in. So we go out to child care homes and child care centers in the community, and we assess the quality of the programs that they're providing. We enter the data that we collect into a data platform, and then that data gets shared with the providers by coaches. So coaches take that information, share it with the providers, and then help them to increase their child care quality. So this is an on-call position, but it is paid well. So those are 2 things that you could do that are paid opportunities that are in your field, still here on campus, but you can also volunteer. We need people to do all kinds of things. We have a new parenting resource center that should be opening on campus. Sure that they need people to volunteer to hand materials out to students and to hang out in the playroom. So there's always lots of opportunities. I would encourage you to read about the different projects that are affiliated with the Institute, and then reach out to the faculty member in charge and see if they have any research, volunteer, or paid opportunities that you can get involved in. Really what I would mostly encourage you to do is, if you're interested in a particular project, reach out to that faculty member, make an appointment, and ask if you can talk more about their work and ways that you can get involved. We have 2 certificate programs that our department offers. So these are offered by our department, but they are run through the College of Global Education and Extended Learning. So we run them, we hire the faculty who teach them, and then they are housed over in that other college, and they're the ones who manage kind of all the signing up and the particulars of making the program run. You can find out more about these programs on our website. We have two. We have the Early Childhood Administration and Leadership Certificate. So if you're thinking that you might want to be a child care director or work in the business end of the early childhood field, this would be a great certificate for you. We also have the Early Childhood Trauma Informed Care Certificate, and this is learning how to work effectively with children who have experienced high levels of stress and trauma. So these are kind of add-on programs. You can be earning your degree in child development, and then you can add on one of these certificate programs so that when you graduate, you have not only your degree, but you have one of these certificates as well. There are scholarships available to participate in the certificate programs. You can find more about that when you apply. But if either of those two topics are interesting to you, you'd like to add on to the coursework that you're taking for your degree, I would highly encourage you to check these out. Finally, I wanted to tell you about our graduate program. We offer a master's in child development through our department. So someday when you finished your bachelor's degree, if you're interested in graduate school, this may be a great option for you. So you can find out more about our program at the website that I've included below. But I did want to let you know that this is an evening program. So all of our classes are offered at night for this program. So you can be working full-time once you get your bachelor's degree and still be able to do this program. It generally takes about 2 to 3 years to complete. So we have about 2 years of coursework, and then there's generally about 6 months to a year to complete either your thesis or your project or to successfully complete an exam. You have different options for how you'd like to finish the program. But I would definitely encourage you to check out the website, be thinking about that somewhere down the road, maybe come to one of our information sessions to learn more about it. And finally, I just wanted to remind you that getting involved in any of these departmental opportunities requires communicating and communicating effectively. So as I was noting earlier, it's really important to reach out to faculty in the right way. So you definitely don't want to just show up at a faculty member's office and knock on their door or just walk in. This is something you really want to connect with a faculty member ahead of time. Reach out to them either by making a phone call and leaving a voicemail message if they don't answer, sending them an email, scheduling an appointment, a time when you're going to come in. Make sure that when you reach out to the faculty member that you're very clear about why you're reaching out. You know, I heard in my CD 2200 lecture that there's a child development club on campus. I'd really love to meet with you and talk more about this and see how I can get involved. I was on the ICDFR website. I was reading about the BFAST program. This sounds like something that I have a really high interest in. I'd love to sit down and talk more about it and how I can get involved. So just remember to, check what you've written. This is why the Writing Center can even help with emails, because you want to make sure that it's polite and professional and that you're using appropriate grammar, that you're using punctuation where it is needed. So, sometimes we send messages to folks on our phones and we forget to add in all that kind of stuff because we're kind of sending it like a text message. So really think about this in a more formal way, something where you're sitting down at your computer, you're doing a subject line, you're composing a professional, well-written message that clearly explains what it is that you would like to know more about, and then go to that meeting equally prepared, right? Having read the website, have the information you need ahead of time so that you can sit down and talk with the faculty member about exactly what opportunities there might be for you to get involved. And I think it's also just remember that our faculty are human. They're actually all very, very nice people. And I think that you'll find once you sit down with them and get a chance to talk with them, that you'll find that they're very friendly, very easygoing, and very happy to have you in their offices to talk about getting involved with things that they love to do.